a living legend in the field of Bharatanatyam and Odissi. She has been instrumental in popularizing the ancient dance form globally. A career of over 6 decades, she has mesmerized audience with her captivating performance, in-depth emotion, and precision. She needs no introduction. She is a Padma Vibhushan awardee, and a former MP of Rajya Sabha, President nominated. She is none other than Dr. Sonal Mansingh ji. I welcome you, ma'am, to our show, and a big welcome. I'm so grateful that you have spared your precious time for this interview.
Jai Kamakhya. I'm in Kamrup,
Right.
the ancient land, the land of Devi, Bhagavati, the land of Usha, Ukha, Nanasur, and the land of Kshatriya, the land of Mekhla, the land of beauty.
A lot of cultural heritage here.
So thank you very much for coming and having this conversation.
Right. Mansingh ji, you have probably achieved everything through Bharatanatyam and Odissi. You have given us so much, given India so much. You have given this art form to the entire world actually. They have recognized India as a cultural heritage land, and somehow I feel you are the cultural ambassador to India.
Oh.
How did you start and how did it all start?
No, first of all, let me thank you. You have given me a most precious title. I think it happens in 2 ways. One is that you come in this world with some prarabdha.
Right.
Something that is a nirmiti, something that is a unfinished work from the Purva Janmas. Second thing is that you know what you want. There are so many different choices, and I see a lot of people getting very flustered. Ye kar lu, wo kar lu, ye kar lu. But then again, if there is a passion, and you go with it, what you call the gut feeling, something is, and you ignore it.
That fire in yourself.
That fire. So never ignore that fire. I was very lucky at a young age, 18 and a half, born and brought up in Bombay. I ran away. I finished my BA and then they said, yeah, okay, dance also. But I said, no, only dance. I said, no, that can't happen, you know. And so that gut feeling, that passion, that flame, whatever you want to call it, that inner voice has to be heard.
Right.
And that's the only guiding light
Right.
that takes you on the correct path.
Very true, ma'am. So, coming to Kshatriya, a land, Assam has given birth to a classical dance form. Our Honkordev Guru, he gave birth to Kshatriya in the 15th century, and it was recognized as a classical dance form in the 2000 by Sangeet Natak Academy, and I think you were an integral part of that committee. Tell us something about that entire journey, which you witnessed it firsthand.
I'm very proud that I have been one of the instrumental elements. So Dr. Bhupen Hazarika,
Right.
Bhupen Da was appointed chairman, Sangeet Natak. I was the government nominee. And Himanshu Shekhar Das, IAS, he was then sent as a state representative on the academy. Some MPs from Assam in Parliament, they started talking about Hattriya, why it's not being. And till then, Hattriya was really confined to Majuli, Baupeta, the Satras and all. And I think a little bit as a dance. But it did not really attract that kind of attention. And so Bhupendra said, oh, let's do something. And as I had already been coming to Assam so often from 70s, he said, you and Himanshu, I want you to take this forward. Okay. And we also came to Assam, met gurus. And then because Himanshu didn't know really much about dance, so it was my sort of word, it has to. There are possibilities to grow further.
Right.
Like it was with Kuchipudi, like it was with Mohiniyattam.
Right.
And so then Sangeet Natak Academy said, yes, it's the 8th form of the classical Shastriya dance tradition.
Ma'am, actually there are so many classical dance forms in India, and Bharatanatyam, Odissi, Kathakali topping the charts always, and it's globally recognized, globally accepted, and it has become popular over the years. I would really like to know how to popularize Hattriya Nrittya in a global perspective or a platform, because you have already done that for Bharatanatyam or Odissi. What will your views be to take it a league forward?
This is a very big question. Already I think Hattriya from the early years has evolved more.
Right.
One thing is that it's very easy to think of compromising its basic character through social media. There are open platforms, Anyone of your crew can also sort of put on something. They have a Hattriya dancer on YouTube, little 2 minute, 1 minute.
Right.
That's one big challenge today. Hattriya dancers have to be, gurus have to be very careful. You evolve further. There are themes only of Sri Krishna in his Balyakal. There is no Radha. Whereas Radha and Krishna, all over India, pan-India, are the icons. That's one thing that people are not able to understand. Now, how to resolve that? That would be one big point to be discussed with the Hattradikars and the gurus and all. Second point is that the costume. The costume doesn't flow. It's like, made from the mekhala, of course. So a little bit of, how to
twist it.
So these are the points, but otherwise I think Hattriya could also go into the area of social issues.
Okay.
See, dance forms today are more and more using it as a platform to
Communicate.
Yes, communicate. You cannot be just in a small thing, Even Bharatanatyam, Odissi, I started that long ago.
Right.
And it has become, because it's just a very powerful, very potent visual form. There is music, there is dance, there is beauty, there is color, and it attracts.
Yeah.
So you can do something more. Typical the Assam, now there is Mishing and Miri and so many tribals. Is there a possibility to, now in Majuli also there are Mishing community there. Is it possible to introduce something, then you feel integrated.
Connected, yes.
Mohiniyattam or Bharatanatyam. Bharatanatyam is a very late name.
Right.
Bhagavati Mela Natakam, Navasandhi Nrityam, Kuranji, Korati, that's the gypsy, soothsayers. Then the other 3 forms, I forget the names now immediately.
Right.
that all that comes together to form today's Bharatanatyam. Sadir,
Right.
which was performed by dancers in the courts of the kings, Tanjore and Ramanathapuram and all.
Right.
So like that, Hotria, our Srimanta Shankardev, Madhavdev ji, they're all there. But Assam is not only that.
Right.
Assam has.
A wide.
So that may also appeal to people who are not aware of the richness of Assam.
Right. Very true. In the choreography, when you choreograph, you have choreographed so many timeless choreographies like Devi Durga, Draupadi, then Meri Bharat, Mukti. All these needs no introduction or no, I have no words to actually appreciate. These choreographies, what inspires you, or what kind of, motivation do you have to choreograph such kind of, timeless pieces? Because even in Hotria or other dance forms, I'm talking about Hotria again because it's our, Assam's classical dance. So what kind of motivation do you really keep to, choreograph such
Exactly
dances?
what I was
saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, Samanvay Mukti, last year Shashvat Bharat, I invited 172 folk, tribal and classical artists to Delhi. Shashvat, eternal India. What is eternal about it? That all this is happening even today.
Today, right.
And people just were stunned. And at the end, everyone joined, even the audience joined in dancing.
Oh, really?
So, I think that the potential in India is so great that we have not even delved into 10%.
Right.
And the social, like tomorrow, my performance.
Yeah.
And I hope you will all come.
Right, surely, ma'am. But then to that, you are performing at the age of 80.
Hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Our audience needs to know from where do you get the strength? Because after 60, usually a woman gets a little weak on their, calcium deficiency or something else. But you are an icon to all the women out there who still wants to dance, who wants to be as fit as you. What would you say?
Yesterday, for example, day before yesterday in Delhi, at cold night, 6 degrees, 7 degrees. And I come back from my institute and I have something quickly and I'm packing till 1:30 in the morning and I get up at 5:30 and I shower and I do my puja and I leave for the airport and get inside the flight and I land here. And I have no time, I hardly have time for lunch. I don't even remember what I had. Soup. Soup. And then 5 o'clock I have to reach Raj Bhavan to meet Honorable Governor. And it's a long way. Again, and there it was a long, very wonderful meeting. And after that, the Raj Bhavan, his team, they were chatting with me. They were so happy. I came back at about 8 o'clock. And after that, I was so tired because no mamam, really.
Yeah.
But then I saw the chaat wagon. So I said, let's have chaat.
Okay.
And I just had a little chaat and went to my room. I had to catch up on my messages, my telephone calls, and so many things. I got to sleep only at about 12:31 again. Now, I'm just telling you all this to say that this morning, I felt I had not eaten for months.
Okay.
So I had a hearty breakfast.
Okay. That's lovely.
My thing is that you push yourself as far as you can. Push. The body will give up. No. The mind says, get up, get going. We have fever, we used to have menstruation periods.
Right.
The stage is not okay, there's no bathroom, there's no green room, blah, 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 blah. But the audience doesn't want to know.
No, right.
The audience is just watching you, kya kiya.
Show must go on.
Now that spirit, if women, even if they're not dancers, musicians, but every day is a new day, a new challenge. And finally, I would say the sun is shining.
Yes.
Take the energy from the sun. At least 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Now, there are women who are working outside. They have no problem.
Right.
Look, labor, kuch nahi hai. It's the women who are well-to-do, women who are not taking care of themselves, women who are too much, bachcha khao, husband khao, mujhe itna milega to chalega. No, nahi chalega.
We must take care of ourselves.
Finally,
Right.
you are one. You came alone, you will go alone.
Right.
Take care.
Ma'am, you have had a big speed breaker in the year 1974. I think you met with an accident wherein the German doctors had asked you not to dance, and you won't be able to dance.
Yeah.
Sorry, and then you came back after a year with a bang. So tell us about it. Tell us about how did you come back?
That was, of course, Ma.
Blessing.
The mission is still incomplete. But then the point is that the gut, get up, you have to get well, you have to dance. And so the spine between 11th and 13th vertebra was completely gone.
Into powder.
A new bone grew like a bridge.
Oh my God.
And my chiropractor in Canada who treated me, he said, you are a miracle. Then he said, you demanded from nature and nature provided.
Oh my God.
That's what.
I've got goosebumps when you said that.
Mujhe chahiye, please give it. So that passion again. That's very easy to do that.
Yes. But congratulations. I think everyone believes you as a legend because of such a comeback, and you have done so much for India. Heartiest congratulations.
Ma, Bharat Varsha is our mother.
Right.
We are here, we are made from the soil.
Right, right.
We have to be grateful.
Very true.
We have to be thankful.
Very true.
That's all it is.
Right. You have had a flourishing career. You have performed, lectured, danced, did workshop in 90 countries, I believe. And then you were also nominated by the President as the Rajya Sabha MP. We believe that culture and politics do not usually go hand in hand. How was your experience in Rajya Sabha?
Politics is a very big word. I am not into politics. But in Rajya Sabha, it was very interesting, very meaningful. I was able to make use of my tenure to speak about a lot of issues,
Yes.
interact, meet people from all over India. And first dancer ever to be nominated. People said, Rajya Sabha, Secretariat, my God, ma'am, we've never seen any nominated person, that too from culture. They hardly came ever. Pandit Ravi Shankar and, well, if you consider Rekha, but film, And you are here every day and you are raising questions, you are involved. I said, yeah, that's it. I cannot. I come from a family background that was always involved in the freedom struggle. B, I have my nature. My nature is like that. I have to be involved. I'm not, no. And see that if I don't speak, if I don't make use of this opportunity, then I'm a bloody fool. I say it for myself, the bad word.
But you have raised voices for transgender, you have for, a lot of women and so many other issues.
Prison reforms and
Yes,
Yeah.
and that is really amazing.
there's still so much more to be done.
Right.
And I'm hoping that people like you, young ladies who are full of wisdom and grace and beauty, that you will also take such things up, such issues.
Surely, ma'am. With your blessings, maybe, and inspiration, we might be able to do something, at least 10% also if we would do, of yours, that will be, I think, great.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'm very, very happy to be in conversation with you, so meaningful, you are so beautiful. I'm always saying that the most beautiful ladies are in Assam. Unless you go and see them there, you haven't seen anything.
One more question, ma'am. So, there have been so many young, ladies out there who would want to start their career, and already some have already done in classical dance form. What would your message be for them? How would they be always motivated like you are?
No, you believe in yourself, you believe in what you're doing, you believe in the great art that you are lucky to imbibe, and with a feeling of giving, sharing.
Right. I think there should be always a social cause associated. Then I think the dance form even enhances, because there are messages that you're giving to a wider audience.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that even if there is no direct message, the beauty of the dance form and your dedication is message enough. But that dedication should shine through, rather than saying, see what I'm doing, how beautiful I am.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Now that takes away.
Right.
But you are dedicated, you are giving it to the people, sharing, you are giving it to Ma. That has another kind of a...
Right. You have talked about Ma Kamakhya, like, you are a dedicated devotee to her. I think you have always spoken about Ma Kamakhya in your interviews. What is the role of Ma Kamakhya in your life?
Every living moment is a blessing from Bhagavati Kamakhya.
Right.
That's all.
Right. We are blessed to stay in a vibrant place like Assam, where Ma Kamakhya is looking upon us, I feel.
So I hope to see you with your friends and family and everyone
Sure.
at the Srimanta Shankar Dev International Auditorium, 6 p.m.
Right.
And the day after tomorrow at the Debalaya, my Nritya Seva, again at 6.
Surely, ma'am. We'll be there. Thank you so much, sparing so much precious time.
No. Such a pleasure.
It's a great pleasure to have you. Thank you. And wishing you a very happy Bihu, because we have a Magh Bihu.
Bhogali.
Yes. Yes. Bhoka Bihu. Bhogali.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma. Thank you.
আৰু সেয়া আছিলে এক বিশেষ সাক্ষাৎকাৰ ডক্টৰ সোনাল মানসিঙৰ লগত। আশা কৰোঁ আপোনালোকে ভাল পালে।